welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, the Bright Side Girl. And today we're doing my summer book detox unhaul. So I have a few books to share with you guys today. I haven't really been keeping up with my get rid of one book for every 3 books I buy because I just decided that if I find amazing things, I'm going to get amazing things and I'll just unhaul as time goes on. But I did go through my shelves and kind of loosely picked some things that I wanted to get rid of. Most of these are from my TBR shelf, but there is like at least 1 or 2 books that I have read that I just didn't enjoy. So first up, I'm going to unhaul Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson for a couple of reasons. 1, because this is a paperback. 2, just because I don't super love contemporary and I've been listening to them more on audiobook, and if I absolutely love them, I can find them in a hardback. And this one is like a huge contemporary book. It's like over 400 pages, which I just find completely unnecessary. So it's going. Another paperback I am unhauling is Rook by Sharon Cameron. I do really want to read this one, but it's a little bit more of a beat up paperback, and I just know that I'm not going to get to it this year. I'm going to unhaul Kinney and the Dragon by Toni Ditterlizzi. This is just a kid's book by the co-author of the Spiderwick Chronicles. It looks really cute, but I'm just trying to make room on my shelves. Next, I'm going to unhaul The Shadow Throne by Jennifer A. Nielsen because I believe this is book 3 in the trilogy and I don't even have book 1, and I just know I'm not going to get to it this year, so I can always find these again. Next, I'm going to unhaul the entire White Cat trilogy by Holly Black. Now, Holly Black is one of my favorite authors, but there's a couple reasons I'm unhauling these. 1, I know I'm not going to get to it this year. It's kind of got more of a detective vibe, which sounds more like something I'll read for fall, but I have way too many things on my fall TBR list already. And then 2, these covers, like this one and this one match and this one doesn't. I do like these better, so I'm contemplating on keeping this one, which is book 3. I know we can probably trade these for something better and find them again in the future. Next, I'm going to unhaul Another Day by David Levithan. I don't have the first book in the series. Again, not huge on contemporary, so it's going. Unhaul The Sisters Grimm Once Upon a Crime by Michael Buckley. This is book 4 in the series. I don't have the first 3. I love Michael Buckley. I love the idea of this, but I want the other 3 in the series before I read this one, obviously, and I'm sure that I'll be able to find this one again as well. Next, a controversial one, I'm going to unhaul Magic Study by Maria V. Snyder. I think there are a new cover of these that are slightly better. This is a super popular fantasy book, but again, I just don't see myself getting into it this year or next year. I just have so many fantasy books to get to, so hopefully I can find it. Hopefully there's a better cover, and yeah, I'll just find it again. Unhauling Jellicoe Road for like the 2nd time by Marina Marchetta, mainly just because, again, I'm not going to get to it this year, and it is on one of the lists of books that I need to read for like one of the challenges I want to complete, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. Gasp! I'm going to unhaul A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas for a couple of reasons. 1, this is a super nice paperback copy, so I know I can either sell or trade it, and I prefer to keep all of the books that I really like in hardback, and I have literally like almost all the rest of her books now in hardback, so I figured when I'm ready to read it, I'll just rent it from the library, or I will find a hardback cover, hopefully at one of my used bookstores, and then I can sell and trade this for something else that I want. Then I'm going to unhaul Torn and Switched by Amanda Hawking, mainly just because these are paperback, and I do like to keep paperbacks for going to the beach and going on vacation, but I have like over 100 now, and that seems a bit excessive, so they're going too. And lastly, a couple that I am unhauling that I have read. So this is Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen. I actually listened to this on audiobook. It was alright. It was like a 3-star read for me, just not something I need to keep on my shelves because I didn't love it. Then Kind of Hurtful because I have so many of Gregory Maguire's books, but I'm going to unhaul After Alice. This book is so pretty, you guys. It has this cool like map and like sheer cover on it. I absolutely love retellings, and I do like a couple of Gregory's books, but this one doesn't match the rest of his books, and I didn't really like this one. It was kind of torturous to get through. I think I did it for book 2-a-thon, and it was just a horrible choice. It's a little bit pretentious, and I don't know, there was just something about it I didn't like. It's one of the only retellings I read that I didn't like, so it's gonna go away too. Hey guys, Macy from the future here, popping in again because I recently reorganized all of my bookshelves over the holiday weekend for 4th of July, and basically I just crammed as many things as I could without it looking terrible, and I left a little bit of room on my little bookshelf so that I could put some new things in, and then I bought some more books for my upcoming July book haul. So there are a few more books that I'm going to get rid of that I just wanted to show you guys really quickly to make this a little bit of a bigger unhaul. You're gonna laugh, but I'm gonna get rid of Silence by Becca Fitzpatrick. I got this one for 50 cents. This is a series I want to read, but I keep only finding the last book, and I need to just find the first book and read it, and then I can get the other ones. And if I like it, I can collect it. But I just really like how pretty they are, but for now, it's going. Gonna unhaul this beat up paperback of The Absolute True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. This is on a list of young adult books that represent certain states of America that I want to read, but it's just, I have to pick some things to go. I'm gonna unhaul The Short and Bloody History of Knights, Spies, and Pirates. I tried to read this one for Scallywagathon, and it just wasn't as fun and quirky as I wanted. I might give it one last shot before I get rid of it, because it might have just been that it wasn't good for the readathon, but I think I'm gonna get rid of it. This is a nonfiction book. Gonna unhaul The Golem and the Jenny by Helen Wecker. This is just a giant fantasy book, and it's really cool. It's about a golem and like a genie, I think, and it's an adult fantasy, but I think it's also historical fiction, which I'm not fond of, and I see it quite a bit, so if I change my mind, I can always rent it from the library. Gonna unhaul The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. Again, this one seems really interesting to me, but I can always rent it from the library and buy it again in the future. It's a pretty hefty adult fiction book, so I just don't see myself getting to it in the next year or so. And then I'm gonna unhaul The Eternity Cure by Julie Kagawa. This is the third book, I think, in her dystopian series. I don't have any of the other books in the series and was kind of an impulse buy, so going for now. And then I think I'm gonna unhaul my arc of Recreated by Colleen Hook and The Speaker, Ink of Sea and Gold Book 2. I do really want to read both of these, but they're really beautiful arcs, and I know some girls that will want to trade me some other books for these, because once I read them, they're not going to be as in good of shape, and I like to keep hardbacks permanently on my shelf, and I know I'm not going to get to them anytime soon. So I think that I'm going to trade these pretty arcs for other arcs or something else, and then just look for the hardbacks in the future. Back to past Macy. So that was about 15 books I'm going to unhaul, nothing major considering that I usually get 30 books a month, but it will definitely help clear off my shelves. I've reached the point where I'm feeling a little bit chaotic, and I'm fine with having a lot of books as long as it doesn't like feel chaotic and unorganized, and it's starting to feel chaotic and unorganized. One, I think because I have like half rainbow shelves going on, and as pretty as that is, it stresses me out because I forget what I have and I don't know where things are, because I like things to be by author or by series or something that makes a little bit more sense to me. I've literally been forgetting books that I have because they're like this, and then I've had to like double up on my shelves, which I hate. I just like it to look prettier. So I probably will be doing some more unhauls in the future once I reorganize my bookshelves, and I hope to be getting at least one more. I don't want to get more than, I have 2 of these tall bookshelves and I want one more tall bookshelf in here, and then I will either get rid of or use my short bookshelf for something else, because this is my TBR bookshelf room, as ridiculous as that is. I don't want more than 3 large shelves in here because those are my TBR books, and I want something for, I need another favorites shelf for books that I have read and loved. So I know this is like totally excessive, but I'm grateful that I'm able to find so many books for like a really good price. I hope to be doing a video on how to get books for $1 soon if you want to get inspired on that, but if you want to watch some of my other unhauls, I'll link them up here in the cards, because I've done much bigger unhauls in the past, and I will do much bigger unhauls in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Macy. I'll see you next time on The Bright Side.